Every year, thousands of animals lose their lives on railway tracks. These dangerous collisions not only cause massive damage, but also threaten human safety. Today, we take a closer look at these tragic encounters and why a single moment of distraction can lead to the worst possible outcome. A stray dog wanders along the tracks and realizes the train too late. But, by a stroke of luck, tragedy didn't claim it. At the very last moment, it scrambled free, escaping what could have been a horrifying collision. The little dog was suddenly sucked beneath the train, its whole body trembling as if there was no way out. If it remained calm, lying completely still and waiting, survival was actually possible. What do you think? Will it manage to escape safely? A cow was once trapped beneath a train, its fate seemingly sealed. But as the wheels rolled over, leaving behind a narrow opening, it leapt up and bolted free, granted what felt like a second life. That moment was not just the cow's luck, but a reminder. Even in our darkest hours, there is still a way out, if we are patient enough to wait and brave enough to seize it. Never let livestock wander near railway tracks. Build secure enclosures and apply strict management measures. A cow tries to cross the tracks, ignoring the sound of an oncoming train. In an instant, the collision is unavoidable. Trains are among the deadliest machines on Earth, moving at terrifying speeds and carrying the massive weight of dozens of cars. Once in motion, stopping them is nearly impossible. The time has come for stronger and stricter management. Railway authorities and stations need more than just fences. They must also focus on educating and reminding people. Never let pets or livestock roam freely near train tracks, because one small act of carelessness can cost a life. Not only the life of an animal, but perhaps even a human being. Tens of thousands of sheep roam freely across the plains. But in the distance, the whistle of a train echoes, growing louder and closer. That train cannot stop suddenly. A collision is only a matter of time. Losses, destruction, all of it ultimately comes from human carelessness. And the most frightening thing is not the train's unstoppable force, it's our own complacency. After such tragedies, will farmers truly awaken? Or will history repeat itself over and over again, just because of a moment's negligence? So what about you? How can we reduce these heartbreaking accidents? Share your thoughts in the comments. A small creature, driven by its survival instinct, dares to cross the line of death. That snake probably never understood the power of a train, blindly moving forward by instinct alone. And then, as its head touched the cold steel wheel, the price of a single mistake can be far too high. One reckless step, one impulsive decision, is enough to leave a wound that never heals. In the violent clash between nature and steel, kangaroo train collisions have paralyzed Victoria's Beeline network, with the cancellation rate doubling to 5% since 2016. 400 Bendigo trains and 300 Seymour trains canceled in just 1 year. Be undone. A small goat, panicked and overwhelmed with fear, struggled desperately to get off the tracks. But the train was already too close. Tragically, it was too late. Smaller animals may rarely survive if they happen to fit beneath a passing train, depending on its structure. But for medium or larger animals, like donkeys, survival is nearly impossible. Their bodies cannot clear the narrow gap beneath the cars, and the result is almost always fatal. Farmers must keep their livestock under control and never allow them to roam freely in areas where trains pass. Protecting the animal's safety also means safeguarding both the farmer's property and the bond of care they share with them. Letting livestock wander freely near railway tracks may seem harmless, but in reality, it is a hidden danger. Not only does it threaten their lives, but it can also spark disasters for trains thundering down the line at deadly speeds. Most animals don't understand the danger. When startled by a whistle, their instinct is often to panic and run along the tracks, a path that never leads to safety. The ending, more often than not, is already written. Beneath those razor-sharp claws, every attempt to escape becomes useless. After a brief struggle, the wild boar lies helpless under the dragon's blade-like teeth. For small prey like a wild boar, the Komodo doesn't even need to exert much effort. A single deep bite is enough to make the animal collapse. The venom-laced saliva spreads quickly through the victim's body, draining its final strength. The sounds of the struggle attract another Komodo nearby, which joins in to share the spoils. As reptiles that once roamed with dinosaurs, Komodo dragons show off their terrifying efficiency, leaving anyone who witnesses their hunt in sheer awe. But wild boars aren't their only target. Any living creature can become the next meal. In this footage, you'll see a Komodo dragon stealthily closing in on an unsuspecting goat. Despite its heavy build, it can lunge forward in an instant, clamp down, and overpower its prey in seconds. Even with larger prey, the Komodo often chooses to swallow it whole instead of tearing it apart. Its sheer muscle power and raw hunting instinct have secured its place as an untouchable king of this wild island. Few people know that a Komodo dragon's jaw structure is very different from that of mammals. Instead of being firmly attached, its lower jaw works more like a snake's, loosely connected by flexible ligaments that allow its mouth to stretch wide. This unique design lets the dragon swallow animals far bigger than you'd expect. Once it spots its target, the Komodo creeps closer. The goat starts trembling, then collapses as soon as it's bitten. The venom from an earlier bite has already begun to paralyze it, leaving no chance of escape. Even the smartest and quickest animals often can't outrun this cold-blooded killer. A poor monkey slips from a tree, and before it can get back up, the Komodo strikes with lightning speed. Though monkeys are clever and agile, this one can only cry out in vain. Death comes swiftly and painfully, ending its desperate fight for life. With brutal skill and overwhelming strength, the Komodo devours its meal neatly and efficiently, as if it's just another day in its ruthless routine. For many animals, just catching a glimpse of a Komodo dragon is enough to send them fleeing for their lives. But sometimes, luck runs out. A young buffalo calf wanders into striking range and instantly becomes the next target. Watching the horrific scene unfold, its mother can do nothing to stop the attack. While walking along the beach, a Komodo dragon found a shark washed up by the waves. An easy meal, but it clearly wasn't enough for it. Nearby, a chicken flaps its wings in panic, trying to escape, but the Komodo's sudden burst of speed leaves no chance. The chase ends in moments, and the helpless bird faces its fate beneath the predator's claws. But prey aren't the only ones who have to fight. Even other Komodo dragons are rivals that must be defeated to claim territory. Two fully grown males, each weighing around 90 kilograms, stand tall on their hind legs and clash to prove who's king of this barren land. They spit bacteria-filled saliva at each other, but these duels rarely end in death. It's all about dominance and showing who truly rules here. The struggle drags on, sometimes ending with a decisive bite, and the loser may even become the winner's next meal, a brutal reminder that survival always favors the strongest. Nature has no mercy for the weak. A single moment of carelessness can cost an animal its life. These scenes remind us of the harsh law of the wild. The strong survive, the weak are eliminated. This is how Komodo dragons have remained undisputed rulers of their remote island for millions of years. If you love raw, dramatic stories like these, don't forget to subscribe, leave your thoughts below, and stay tuned for more incredible wildlife moments. Thanks for watching.